All right, welcome new recruit. Look, the internet is this vast, exciting world just full of amazing things to discover. But, like any great adventure, it's got its mysteries and its dangers. And that's exactly why we need you. We're here to turn you into a top-notch digital detective. So, you ready for this? Go ahead, grab your magnifying glass, put on that thinking cap. Your training starts right now. This handbook is going to give you all the skills you need to navigate the digital world like an absolute pro. Let's crack open the case file.
Okay, here it is. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become an expert in what we call digital citizenship. Sounds fancy, right? But all it really means is learning how to explore, create, and connect online in a way that's smart, safe, and respectful, both to yourself and to other people.
Now, every great detective needs one tool more than anything else: a sharp, critical mind. So your first and most important skill is learning how to look at information online and figure out what's a real clue and what's just a false lead designed to throw you off the trail.
The biggest challenge you're going to face out there is something called misinformation. The best way to think of it is like a disguise. It's info that looks real, but it's actually false or inaccurate. Sometimes it's just an honest mistake, but a lot of the time it's designed on purpose to trick you or to get you all worked up. So how in the world do you tell the difference? Well, reliable clues, they feel calm and factual. They come from sources you can trust, like an expert or a well-known news site. But those false leads? Oh, they try to make you feel really strong emotions. Angry or scared or super excited. They'll push you to share something right away without even thinking. And they almost never say where the info came from. And that, my friend, is a huge red flag.
Awesome. Now that you've got that skill down, let's move on. See, a detective always protects their secret identity. And online, that means guarding your personal information from what I like to call privacy pirates. These are people who might try to steal your info or use it in a bad way.
So what exactly is top secret information? Just think of these things: your full name, your home address, the name of your school, your phone number, and especially your passwords. Think of them like the keys to your house. You wouldn't just hand those over to a stranger on the street, would you? Of course not. It's the exact same idea online. You gotta keep them safe. And here is your golden rule. This is maybe the most important rule of all. If you are ever unsure about sharing something online, doesn't matter if it's a photo, a detail for a game, anything at all, just stop. Your mission protocol is super simple. Find a trusted adult and ask them first. Think of them as your senior partner on this mission. Okay, let's switch gears and investigate the social side of the digital world. The internet is an amazing place to connect with people, for sure. But it is so important to understand the difference between the friends you know in real life and the people you only know online. It's pretty simple, really. Real-world friends are people you know face-to-face. You see them in person. But internet acquaintances? They're people you've only ever met through a screen. And because of that, you can never, ever be 100% sure they are who they say they are. Remember, a good detective is always just a little bit skeptical. All right, listen up, because this is the most important rule in this entire section. Let me say it again. Never, ever agree to meet someone you only know from the internet in person by yourself. If a situation like this ever comes up, your first move is always to tell a trusted adult. No exceptions, period. A good detective always trusts their gut. You know that feeling? If someone online says something that just makes you feel weird or uncomfortable or even just confused, that's a major clue. Do not ignore it. Your best move is to stop the conversation and immediately go tell a grown-up you trust. I promise you, you are never, ever bothering them with this stuff. It's what they're there for. Okay, for our final piece of training, we're going to secure your home base, your digital headquarters. This means locking down your accounts and learning how to responsibly manage your most important piece of detective gear, your personal device, like a phone or a tablet. Your password is the lock on your front door. A weak one is just way too easy to pick, so here's how to make a super strong one. First, make it long. Think of a silly, memorable sentence. Second, mix it up. Use some capital letters, some numbers, and some symbols like an exclamation point. And third, and this is so key, use a completely different password for every single one of your important accounts. A lot of you might be getting your first phone soon, or maybe you just got one. That's a huge deal. It is an incredibly powerful tool for learning, for having fun, and for connecting. But as a very wise superhero once said, with great power comes great responsibility. A digital detective always uses their tools wisely. So, what's the protocol for that first phone?
It's a simple 3-step mission. Step 1, talk it out. Sit down with your grown-ups and come up with a clear set of rules that you all agree on. Step 2, set some boundaries. Decide on limits for screen time and which apps are okay to use. And finally, step 3, remember you are the boss. Your phone is a tool for you to use. Don't ever let it become the boss of you.
And just like that, you've done it. You have completed your basic training. You now have the core skills to be a smart, safe, and responsible digital detective. You know how to spot clues, protect your identity, navigate friendships, and secure your gear. Mission accomplished.
But you know, a detective's work is never really done. The digital world is always changing, always evolving. So I'm going to leave you with one last question to think about. Armed with your new skills, what's the first digital clue you're going to investigate? Go out there and be amazing. Case closed.